From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode,
we're introducing you to Jennica Anderson. She's an entrepreneur who knows the importance of customer service and leadership. She's teaching small businesses how to excel in both.
Looking for ways to save on your energy bills? AES Indiana has you covered. From smart thermostats to home energy assessments, we offer simple solutions to keep your home comfortable and your costs down. AES can help you save money and energy with kits, tips, rebates, and more. Visit aesindiana.com/ways to save to learn more about how we can help you save money. AES Indiana, helping you discover real ways to save.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
I'm Jennica Anderson. I am a customer experience professional and the founder of S.E.A Leaders Training Institute, where we work with small businesses and young adults in preparing them for entry-level workforce positions, entry-level management, by teaching them communication, soft skills, emotional intelligence, and leadership development. I was actually in operations management for 14 years before I started S.E.A Leaders, and with the rise of the number of small businesses, I knew that I had the skill set to help them develop their customer service and customer experience skills, so I sought out to go help. I think a lot of times we deal with people how we are taught to deal with people, and we don't necessarily know how to deal with different types of people, so we kind of introduce them to different ways of communicating and different communication styles. I don't think that a lot of small business owners have the knowledge about the strategy behind customer service more than it's just being nice. But as a business owner, you need to know why are you being nice and how does that impact your bottom line. So I do think it's something that's overlooked. It also is something that we need to measure in terms of customer satisfaction for retention's sake. So it's definitely something I think should be included in the business plan. It's overlooked. One of the biggest forms of customer service or ways customer service is done now is social media. Social media is a platform that's set up for businesses to be successful. That's why they have like the comment section, you know, they can comment. They have direct messages so they can ask their questions on social media. And a lot of things get lost in translation with written communication. So people have to understand the different types of written communication, tone, style, design, what does all of that mean, how's it interpreted? So there's different levels to our training. We do the customer service training where we really dig into soft skills and kind of help people develop those soft skills and kind of talk about just informed trauma. Like, what does that look like? Why do you respond the way you respond, you know, and how to communicate with different types of people in different ways. But more so than that, we talk about the business owner perspective. So the strategy behind it. So what is customer service really? You know, it's how you help a customer throughout their journey. How can you strategically do that? You need to know where your customers are first. And you need to know how to communicate with them. And then we take it further to educate on customer experience, which is also workshops that we do where we talk about, you know, journey mapping. How do you design an intentional experience with your brand from start to finish? So not just making sure you have good marketing, because I think a lot of us stop at marketing, but also the follow-up, the survey, and getting feedback so you're making actionable changes and measuring those changes. So we also introduce them to like KPIs. What are KPIs? Those type of things. For me, it starts with survey. Getting the feedback, I think giving a controlled environment to get feedback from both consumers and internally, you can figure out where you need to start. How do consumers feel about their experience with your brand, and how do employees feel, because they are a big part of the experience ecosystem, and how can we blend it all together to, you know, to make it beneficial for both? Because at the end of the day, you know, they are the customer facing people, so how do we make them happy while still making an experience that gets the goals that the business has in place? the biggest surprise is the changes people want to see. Because a lot of times we make changes based on what we think is a good idea or what we think will generate revenue or what we think people want to see. And it's never what people want to see. They always want to see simple things. They want to see longer hours, something that we don't want to do, so we overlook it, versus new chairs in a building. They don't care about those things, but that's what we tend to invest in. So that's why I said we need to ask questions so we can make actionable changes in business. So we do a lot of survey design as well, and every question we ask is intentional. It is actually impacted by a goal that the business has. It's not just a bunch of open-ended questions, because open-ended questions leave a lot of room for interpretation and just making random changes. But if you ask focused questions that can be measured, you can understand what changes should be made, and you can also measure those later to see if it's something that you should continue doing or continue to change, because customer experience is always changing. We actually have S.E.A Leaders Training Institute actually has been operating for just this year. S.E.A Leaders, our for-profit actually was in business. That's what's been in business since 2018, and we worked with so many different organizations. We worked with Edna Martin Christian Center. We worked with Barndale Brightwood, their entrepreneur program. We worked with Black Belt Indy. We literally have worked with almost all of the organizations around to kind of bring our services to their programming, and we always get feedback on how our workshops have changed their business and changed the way they looked at things. And that's what it does. It introduces them to a different outlook on how to approach customer service, approach customer experience, which is kind of how we started with our awards, to kind of recognize those businesses that are excelling and taking those improvements in the community to provide a better experience in their business. Our awards is coming up on December 7th. We're actually having it here at the Founders Lodge, and it is an event to empower excellence in service, celebrate excellence in service, and just provide an excellent experience. Anybody can come. I encourage anybody that is considering being a small business owner, is a small business owner, to show up. We have a great panel of speakers to come just talk and encourage people to operate in excellence and just develop in leadership as well, and just operating the best they can as far as service goes. And we will honor those business owners who have been providing great service. We also will honor our Service Impact Award will go to the Youth Program Director of TeamWorks, which is why we are partnering with TeamWorks to kind of raise money for them through different activations at the event. To see people get excited about the nominations and really excited about the changes they are making in their business to provide better service and a better experience really is my why. So it always keeps me going, to just see that I'm making impact, I'm making people strive for a better service in their business. So it really feels great.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV, or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.